Hey guys, today I'm going to be teaching you how to prep your kitchen, particularly your cupboards and your freezer for the carnivore diet. Now, since I'm the only one that's going to be doing the carnivore diet in my family, I feel that it is important that I prepare so I can be successful at this. Doing the carnivore diet and having everything organized like this is going to make life easier because then when you are really hungry and you feel starving, you're not having to try to figure out those things while you're in that mode. I know you can listen to my advice because I've been down that road before. And so I want you to be able to navigate this part successfully. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to work on is the cupboard. So that's over here. And you are going to see a few things here. We have such as I've got some garlic powder. I've also got some black pepper. There's some chili, crushed red pepper chili peppers, and I'm not going to be using that. But then there is more. So on this side, there is what looks like, oh my gosh, I forgot all about this. These croutons. Yeah, they taste good, but there's like 4 carbs on them, so I'm not going to be using this. So that's going out. Let's see. We've got back here, I've got some pumpkin pie spice. I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm just going to push that under. Let's see. We've got some chili powder. I feel like later on I could probably use that, but I've still got to be careful. Some of these ingredients, well, let's see. It has chili pepper, salt, spices, including paprika, canola oil. No, I'm not keeping that. All right. Let's see. I've got some other stuff back here. So I've got primarily the 3 seasonings that I'm going to be using, but it's only going to be these 3. The rest I'm pushing back because that's my family. So I'm going to be using the salt. I'm going to be using the garlic, I think later on, and the black pepper later on. And the reason why is because with those particular seasonings, I'm still trying to get adjusted with being on carnivore. So I'm doing strict carnivore, and when you do strict carnivore, you're not incorporating garlic or black pepper because it's still considered it was derived from a plant. It all came from a plant. And since I'm going to go through the oxidization, I don't want to prolong that process, so I'm cutting it out. All right, so I'm going to pull out a few more things that I have in this cabinet. I've got apple pie spice. I'm not going to use that. Let's see. Red pepper, that's for my husband, so I'm going to keep that. Cinnamon, let's see. This is a gelatin thing. That's going to be for later when we're finally into, when we finish the carnivore diet strict component, then I'm going to start adding this as an ingredient in some of our dessert type of recipes if I'm really having a hankering and I need something without breaking the diet, of course. All right, got cinnamon. I'm going to put that to the side as well. All right, there's, oh boy, I didn't realize I have so many seasonings. I have a nice variety palette when it comes to seasonings because I get sometimes bored with the food that I'm eating. All right, Italian seasoning. And dill weed, which was something that I actually liked using when I would make my own tzatziki sauce. All right. Honestly, there's only, look, I got another pumpkin pie spice too. So I love spices, as you can see. All right, let's go ahead and get the main things. I'm going to take the dill weed and the Italian dressing and the Italian stuff. I'm pushing that to the back because I don't need that right now. I'm not going to use it. I'm also going to push this chili powder in the back. I don't know who bought that. If it was me, I might have bought it, but I might throw it away. The apple pie spice, I'm going to go ahead and just put in the back because I'm not going to need that right now. The cinnamon, I'm putting in the back. No one's using that right now as well. Usually when we used to eat like oatmeal and stuff, we see go through cinnamon a lot faster. Let's see. The garlic and the black pepper, I'm going to put in the front right here. And you might have been like, well, what about this right here? I haven't even touched this tray yet. The only thing I wanted to do was just prep this area right now. So I just have garlic and black pepper. And then the salt, which is the main thing, which I am running low on, is what I'm going to get. I'm going to get some more pink Himalayan salt. So these ingredients are going to stay in the front for me because I know that I can just grab it anytime I want. But the salt is going to be the main seasoning for all of my food moving forward. All right, and then the rest of the ingredients, we're just going to go ahead and again, put in the back because right now we don't need it. All right, so it looks like to me That was pretty fast, right? We didn't really have to do a lot. We just had to really move those three things up so that way I could see those as the first things, so I could just grab it when I need it. I'm not going to care about this too much. I'm debating on whether I want to even use this because of just some studies that I've read. It just may not be for me, and I'm honestly thinking it might be a trigger. So I have to just think about that. All right. The next thing that you kind of want to make sure you have, and I kind of have this on hand already, is, and I'm not a big fan of foil, but you want to use this sometimes when you're wrapping your meat. If you take wax paper, I use cut-rate wax paper, or if you use parchment paper, which I'm going to show you. I got mine from Walmart for a really good price. I think this was like $2. I got this parchment paper, and that actually helped me out to wrap my meat in it. And then over the parchment paper, I wrap the foil. And that just helps to prevent the meat from getting freezer burned. I've had gone through so many patties, let me tell you, and I can tell if I bought like meat from the freezer section in the supermarket and the meat was freezer burned, and I would be so disappointed. After you finish wrapping your meat in the parchment paper, then the foil over it, then put it in a Ziploc bag. Yes, a freezer Ziploc bag preferably because it has a stronger zip. Take all of the air out, write the date on it, and pop it in the freezer. So that's how you could use that. Rule of thumb, steaks will last you about a year. Yeah. But ground beef patties last you about 3 to 4 months. So just keep that in mind. Now, while we are doing the cabinet prep, I'm also adding food at the same time because I'm going to start this carnivore diet and I want to make sure I'm starting it correctly. So one of the things that I did, and I just bought for myself, was this box of Element. And the Element, I don't care what the controversy is. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not here for the drama. I'm just here for the facts. This thing helped me out the first time around when I did carnivore because I was severely cramping and dehydrated. And this did the job for me. I didn't have to mix this pack with this pack. It's just one pack that you open up. Here, I'm even going to open it up for you now so you see what I'm talking about. You get one pack, right? You get this one pack and you just put it in, I think, 16 ounces of water. I'm going to double check. I'm going to tell you. Let's see. Normally it tells you. It might tell you here on the back of the actual packet. Yeah, 16 to 32 ounces of water. You can place this. Now, if you like your water, like if you like your Element a little bit more salty, then you're going to like the less water in it. I like to put it up to 32 ounces because to me, I just feel like I'm getting a good balance of the water and the salt. And it has like a hint of sweetness in it. But anyway, I go through about 2 or 3 packs of these a day when I'm doing the strict carnivore, going back on track. I keep this in the cabinet. I'm going to close up my box, but I'm going to have to put this in the cabinet so I know where my Element is. This is not something that you want to mess around with because being dehydrated is serious. So I'm putting just so you can see, I'm putting my Element right here. But you don't want to mess around with being dehydrated because you'll get cramps. You'll also have a lot of headaches, and then it's also going to be harder for you to go to sleep. So make sure you grab your Element. You can order that. I've also put a link in the description so you can go ahead and order it for yourself. I put my favorite one, which is the citrus one, and then there's another one that's watermelon that is just tastes delicious. Now we're going to do freezer prep. All right. So, yeah. This is freezer. But what I'm going to do is, so my meat is not in the way of other things. I have like an ice pack here from backs and stuff just in case anybody feels sore. And I'm just going to designate this one little shelf for me. Yeah. So I've got still some meat from Good Rancher, which is also a great ranch in place. And I'm going to put that on top. This is actually a steak. It's top sirloin. Ooh, I can't wait to have that. All right. I can have one of those. All right. So we've put that on the top. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put my burgers. Let's go ahead and put it like that. All right. So we've got one shelf. I've got burgers here that I'm going to grab. And I'm going to put that on the top shelf. And the whole purpose of me doing this is so can eat my stuff and I can find them with no problem. I'm not having to go through a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's my beauty item. I don't care. I'm going to leave that up there. But it's also going to prevent me from wanting to grab anything else. So, all right, we got the shelf down packed. And then if I wanted to order anything, I have adequate space too. I also have like larger cartons of eggs that I usually purchase. I have to go get some more, but I've got a little over a dozen here, so I'll be good for the next few days. As for breakfast, I'm going to be eating about 2 to 3 eggs along with a steak. And I may actually eat or a burger with it. It just depends on what I have in store. I actually have some bacon. So I think I have some bacon here. I have a pack of chicken that I just got. And then I have some bacon here, and I've got some cheese, but you know, we gotta slow down on the cheese. So the bacon is gonna be another factor that I'm using as well. Now, if you are still hungry, I actually got this, and the link will be in the video description as well. This is an egg cooker. It is one of the easiest ways that you can prepare your eggs. It allows you to prep up to 6 eggs, and it actually gives you a little cute chime when the eggs are done boiling. And you can actually do several different kinds of eggs. You can do omelets here. You can do medium, soft, or hard-boiled for the Dash Rapid Egg Cooker. So it is a benefit to have. And then also I can make this with my burgers if I want, or in the morning if I just want to do some multitasking. I can throw these eggs in, and I can throw a burger in the air fryer, and everything is ready. I have meals ready within minutes, which is exactly what we need. And speaking of something that you may also want to pick up, you may want to pick up something like this air fryer right here. The air fryer is actually going to help you to be able to cook those burgers quick. So for me, it takes about 22 minutes to have a burger fully cooked with a little bit of a pink center in the middle. And I put it on air fry for this Ninja air fryer. Now, I am not opening up this thing because it looks really bad inside. So that's a whole nother video that I'm going to be creating for you guys on how to clean this big old monster air fryer. And yeah, we use it for lots of different things. I've cooked my chicken fingers in here, which I'm actually going to have a link at the end of this video on how to make low carb, delicious, keto friendly and carnivore friendly chicken fingers. But I've also used this to create my carnivore pizzas and lots of other recipes. But my family also uses this like when they want to make pizza. So yeah, so there's that too. But anyway, that's going to be a big lifesaver for you. It's going to help save you time. You're not having to pull out pots and pans and stuff. And it's just going to make life a lot easier for you. That is how I prep my kitchen for meals. And then also how I prep my kitchen for the carnivore diet. Simple tools like the air fryer and the Rapid Dash egg cooker has been such a helpful tool. Well, I should say a helpful amount of tools used, because it really cuts down on the time, and then it allows me to be able to have a quick meal anytime. Also, being able to give you some tips about meat storage will give you a good idea on how much meat to truly buy for yourself, and then also when you should prioritize what meat to eat as well within your freezer. I do hope that this content did inspire you to start the carnivore diet. So now that you've seen my setup, I'm going to show you some lovely videos either on this side or on this side. And I want you to choose which one you think. The beef bowl might be a good route to go, especially if you're looking for some quick meals, or you could also go this route and get the chicken fingers, especially if you've had a hankering for chicken fingers for a while. Go ahead and tap that screen and go to that next video.